Hey guys, it's Destiny back with another video, and you're watching the Decimania channel on YouTube. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means? Well, duh, AEW Dynamite and Wrestle World Wednesday. Today is episode 49. We're almost to 50, guys. Crap. What the frick? What the frick is going on? Alright. Got some stuff to talk about today. Probably the biggest news coming out of this. I was going to talk about on Sunday, but it was just, I don't know, the last couple of days have been weird. But I'm back on schedule. You'll see some shorts from me this week. Some stuff like that. Some TNA. Alright. We are now in the month of September. I've been doing this for almost an entire year. This is episode 49 of Wrestle World Wednesday. This is September 4th, 2024. Gonna talk about some stuff that happened on Raw. What I think of Joe Tessitore as a commentator. And a whole lot more. Got some AEW stuff to talk about, some NXT stuff to talk about, some TNA stuff to talk about. So, we're going to be covering all the bases. But before we get into all of that, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Share this stuff with your friends if they like wrestling. I like to think that I have, I don't know. I do a pretty good job. What matters is what you guys think. So just tell me what y'all want me to do. But anyway, all that fun stuff. Let's get right into it. Alright, I guess we'll talk about Raw on Monday. Alright, so Bronson Reed was supposed to compete in one of the two Triple Threat Intercontinental Championship Tournament matches, final matches. But he had COVID. I hope he has a speedy recovery because COVID freaking sucks. I've had it. It sucks. Yeah, don't ever... I have nobody on this channel ever have to suffer COVID. Or subscribe to this channel has to suffer COVID because it is not pretty. It's not fun. You're stuck in bed all day. You feel like you can't freaking breathe. Anyway, Bronson Reed did test positive on Monday. So he should be back next week, hopefully. But if not, just stay home. Your health comes first. And I think Triple H is realizing that. I like that Triple H is in charge. Some people may not like him still because of the whole Reign of Terror thing in 2003. I get it, but we're past that. Get over it. Okay, I understand you might feel some resentment because if you were a WCW fan, I understand that, but, I don't know. But, oh, poor CM Punk. Poor CM Punk. So he comes out and he calls out Gunther. He thinks he's done with Drew. Well, we all know he's not, but he wanted us to think that. So he called out Gunther. Instead, he gets Drew McIntyre. Drew comes out and beats the crap out of him. And I liked that Solid Monster pointed this out. Joe Tessitore. Normally, when somebody comes out in a hoodie, somebody's like, oh, who's that, and trying to act dumb. Joe Tessitore, he was just like, that's Drew McIntyre in a hoodie. I like that. I like that he's not, I feel like he's going to be a different kind of commentator that when given, if they keep him around long enough and they're really going to want to go with him, I think there is room for improvement, and I'll say this right now. He needs a little more enthusiasm. I think he does fine with the matches, but I think there are times, during the segments where he could be a little more enthusiastic. But you know what? It was just his first night, so I can't say much. Let's give this guy a couple months, couple weeks, and we'll see how much he improves. I hope he works out because I want him to, this guy is actually a wrestling fan, so that helps. He knows what's going on in the storylines, that helps. And he's never called wrestling before. He's done, football and things like that. But I think he can improve. I think there's room for improvement, but he's not bad. I think he just needs to get a little more comfortable with the job is all. And, find where he needs to be more enthusiastic or a little more, chilled. But I think he can be good when it's all said and done. He's not Jim Ross or Michael Cole yet, because it was just his first night. They've been doing this for freaking 20, 35 years. But we'll see how he does. He was alright his first night. A little better than Kevin Patrick was. But I don't know. We'll see. Alright. So Drew comes out, beats the crap out of Punk. Takes the freaking bracelet. He'll get another one. He took the bracelet off of Punk, rips it apart, shoved it down his throat, not literally, but like. Punk gets stretchered out. Drew continues to beat him down. So Punk's going to be off TV for a few weeks, and that's going to set up the eventual, hopefully, Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. That's going to be fun. Alright, let's see what else happened. I know Bo Dallas cut a promo. See, I don't like watching Raw on Hulu because it edits certain segments and matches out, and I don't know what's going on. I liked it when I could just watch it on TV. Hopefully Netflix does not do that. And we're going to be talking about Netflix again here in a little bit, because I'm saving the best for last. Alright, so Braun Strowman and Ilya Dragunov have qualified for the Fatal 4-Way match next week. So next week it will be Ilya Dragunov, Braun Strowman, Jey Uso, and who else? And Pete Dunne. So I think Bronson will be back, hopefully. Hopefully he's all better by then. And he's going to come out and cost Braun Strowman the match. Frick. I really like the Bronson Reed character right now. I do. I know Seth's going to be wanting him some revenge, though, when he comes back. Sami Zayn is back. He challenged Gunther to a title match. And Gunther said no. And Sami was like, what, you scared because I'm the only one on the main roster that beat you? Even though, Ilya Dragunov also beat you in NXT. But, I guess I don't know why they don't count NXT stuff in this. Like, I would consider making NXT your third brand. Not just a developmental system. But bring up these guys' history on that show. Say, it can be done. It was just done on a smaller level. Just say, nobody's beaten you on the main roster except for Sami Zayn. However, Ilya Dragunov did beat Gunther in NXT. So, that's going to be interesting. I kind of want Ilya Dragunov to win this tournament. I really like him. I like Dragon Lee too, but, he couldn't get in it. He was in the triple threat match. It was him, Dominic, and Dragon Lee. So, Damian Priest came down and chased Dominic out of the match. Liv Morgan and Dominic tried to injure Rhea Ripley's knee. And that happened. Jey Uso and Damian Priest took on JD McDonough and Finn Balor. So I don't like that Adam Pearce did this. I get why they did it for the purpose of storyline, but no, it just doesn't make any logical sense. So he's talking to Kathy Kelly, one of the interviewers, and freaking Braun Strowman walks in and he's like, hey, if the doctor said I could go, if, it's up to me, the medical say I can go, it's just up to me. Put me in the match and have me replace Bronson Reed. Even though, you literally just got tsunami splashed, throw a freaking car, you should be home. What the frick? I don't understand why they like to bring these people back a week or two after an injury like that. I'd keep them on TV for at least a month. Maybe a little longer, but anyway, I don't know. Bronson Reed was out, Braun Strowman was in, but he won the triple threat between himself, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus. There's still a story that needs to be told with Sheamus as well. But we'll see if that ever plays out. That's all the stuff I got for Raw. It was okay. Joe Tessitore was good on commentary, but there's room for improvement. I think being on commentary with someone like Corey Graves also will help him, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, because no offense to Wade Barrett or anything, but he's not a play-by-play announcer. He needs to be working with play-by-play announcers too, but there's room for improvement. He can do better. I know he can. Alright. Let's talk about some AEW stuff. So last week on AEW, Jon Moxley came back and he said something very, very interesting. He asked, Tony Schiavone asked him how he was doing because he was interviewing him. And Jon Moxley just said, he called out Darby Allin and he's like, there's some things that we need to talk about that need to be talked about. I'm not that hard to find. You know where to find me. And then he looked at Tony Schiavone, and I think it was meant for Tony Khan, but he was basically saying, tell Tony, this is not your company anymore. So that got some people talking, some head scratching. So people are pointing out, this could be a sign that Shane McMahon's coming in. It could be. It could be. Look, I'm probably in the minority of the people that want this. Give Shane McMahon a try in AEW, okay? I get it. His last name is McMahon, and I know who his dad is. I'm aware of it. But I'm willing to give this stuff a try. There's a few things I just don't want, and that's one of them is Goldberg in AEW. I don't know if he'd be able to use his music. He might be able to, but I got a lot of people talking, like, is Shane McMahon coming in? Is Moxley creating a new faction? Or is Shane going to be heading this new faction? Maybe, I don't know, it could be that it's both. Maybe Moxley's recruiting guys for Shane or something in AEW for when he comes in. But they're getting a new TV deal. Hopefully that includes not just the weekly episodes of Dynamite, but everything. on Max. Have an entire AEW section on Max. Frick. Put past pay-per-views on there. Or put pay-per-views up there like a week or a day after they air. Like new ones. You know? We're already paying for the Max thing. Why can't we have the pay-per-views included? I don't know. We're gonna be getting to streaming platforms in the next 5 years. Like everything's gonna be on streaming. But I don't know. We could hear more tonight. But let's see. MJF will be taking on Daniel Garcia at All Out. Christian Cage, he's got a title shot at some point. But first, Bryan Danielson will be taking on Jack Perry, the TNT champion. But he could also potentially walk out with the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry, Danielson just won it. Darby Allin's also got a title shot at some point. Speaking of Darby Allin. Oh, man. I wonder when he's going to plan on going up on Everest. I really don't like that idea. That's another one I don't like. And he knows what he's doing. He said, look, I'm aware. If that's what he wants to try to do, I'm not going to stop him, but I got a bad feeling about this. Then again, it's freaking Darby Allin. He might be able to make it work. I don't know. I just want him to get it over with if he is doing it and come back in one piece. Better yet, please come back alive. Please. Okay. Alright, let's get into some TNA stuff. So, Giselle Shaw has asked for her release. She's doing the Louisville tapings, and she'll be done. Fallout from Emergence will be this Thursday. Alright, what else happens here? JBL is in TNA. That was kind of weird. If you guys saw my Emergence review, I was laughing at the Josh Alexander and Nick Nemeth match. Not because of how, it wasn't bad. The match wasn't bad. It was just like, the crowd was weird. And, I don't know, I've seen better Iron Man matches. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and give it a second chance, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk about some NXT stuff. Julia debuted from the Stardom Wrestling Company. She came out and she wants Roxanne Perez's title. I feel like they're gonna be treating her like a big deal. Also, Stephanie Baker, whatever her name is, she could be coming in at some point. They could be getting Ricky Starks. They could be getting the Motor City Machine Guns. They could be getting freaking Lucha Brothers. Crap, guys. Meanwhile, AEW could be getting Bobby Lashley, MVP, or both. Or TNA. I don't know. I'd rather see them go back to TNA, honestly. I don't know, but I really wish TNA would change their format a little bit. Like, give some guys more in-ring promo time. But that's just me. I'd like them to get on a bigger TV deal. Frick, Tony, just buy TNA and I don't know if you should do that, honestly, because Ring of Honor kind of just went nowhere. He's taking on too much by himself. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, here's a funny story. This is actually kind of funny, but also kind of bad at the same time, because this could have almost happened. So, I guess back in the 90s, Taz and Tommy Dreamer almost had a confrontation in a hotel lobby with Green Day, of all people. And that's funny, because, Green Day is my favorite band, and Tommy Dreamer and Taz are two of my favorite ECW wrestlers. It's Tommy Dreamer number 1, Sandman number 2, Taz number 3. But, for my top 3 ECW wrestlers. But, I guess Taz and Dreamer sitting in the lobby hanging out or whatever, and these guys walk in and this minivan or whatever pulls up, and Green Day get out of it. They were kind of young back then, and they were drunk, presumably. I mean, they're sober now. They've toned down a lot, but so they're like giving the girl at the desk a hard time, and like Dreamer and Taz see this, and they're like, "What the frick?" And they confront them about it. And Dreamer stands up beside Taz, and they're getting ready to beat up Green Day. And Tommy basically says, I kind of recognize these guys. I think that's Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, or something like that. Or, I don't know. This is Taz telling the story, so I don't know. But no offense to Taz. I like Taz. I don't know. Like, because some of those ECW stories were wild back then. So, I guess the girl at the desk called the cops and, calmed everything down. So, yeah, that's the story of Green Day almost getting Taz missioned and DDT'd by Tommy Dreamer and Taz in a crappy hotel that all the ECW guys were apparently staying at. And I guess Green Day booked a room there, but it was overbooked or something like that. And it was just, it was weird. But I can't believe that almost actually happened. Thank goodness it didn't escalate any further. Someone should ask Green Day about that, see if they remember it. And then you should give Taz and Tommy Dreamer some tickets to your show. But, oh crap, that's funny because I really like Green Day, and I'm a big ECW fan too, so that's funny. I went and saw Green Day a couple years ago. PNC Park. It was actually the night before CM Punk made his AEW debut. So that's a fun fact. Let's see what else happened here. Odyssey Jones has been fired. So I've been hearing for days that he's been removed from the alumni section. I'm like, oh, what the frick? Did they release him for no reason? Turns out, there are domestic abuse allegations against him. So, yeah, probably a good thing they did. They did that quick. Like, we literally just saw him debut live. Like, I was there when he debuted on Raw. When he helped New Day. But he's gone just like that. But, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you probably might want to keep him away from... It must be bad for them to remove him off of the roster page. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is probably the biggest news coming out of last week. Okay, so... in a couple weeks, I will have some more content for you guys. Because on September 25th, there will be a new docuseries on Vince McMahon airing on Netflix. So I'm going to be doing an episode-by-episode review of the show. And then I'm going to tell you my overall thoughts of it. It's going to be the rise and fall of Vince McMahon. So I don't know what they're going to be covering in this. I don't know if it's going to be from WWE's perspective. Because they said they're also interviewing the journalists. So oh wow. I'm actually kind of excited for this. But also kind of uncomfortable. Because oh crap, what if we find out more, guys? Ugh. Frick, I'm still trying to get over the fact that Brock's involved in this. Crap. Really excited for this docuseries, but I'm also very uncomfortable. I don't know, I might have to watch my McMahon DVD to prep myself up for this, because it's tame compared to what this might be. Oh, wow. Who knows what this could be? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully they don't, mess up any facts or anything. I want to hear more about his childhood and stuff like that. Why he is the way he is. Maybe I'll watch this from a psychology standpoint. I don't know, because as much as I don't like Vince McMahon, I'm curious to see what this documentary I'm curious to see what this documentary is gonna cover. And how they're going to cover it. And what all they're going to cover. It's gonna be called Mr. McMahon. And I can't wait. It's in a couple weeks, so I don't know when these episodes will be. I don't know if you can watch them live or if you, let's see, when's the 25th? It's on a Tuesday? I believe so, because 29th is a Sunday, I think. Yes, it is. Yep, so that'll be airing on Tuesday nights. So I think what I'll do is for the majority of the time that it airs, like every episode, I think when each new episode comes out, I will review it that Friday, I think. Because I kind of want to do that by itself. I think that's what I'll do. But that's all the news I got for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some TNA, possibly a short, because I didn't do one yesterday because I was freaking tired because we had to take the cat to the vet, so, one of them, but that's all for Wrestle World Wednesday today. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys, but if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I can't talk today, guys. Sorry. I'm like, bleh, bleh, bleh. That's what I sound like. But please subscribe if you haven't. It really help. And I'll see you guys. Peace. By the way, enjoy AEW Dynamite tonight.